seeing Jeychyrs.
Seeing who?
Jeychyrs.
If Jeychyrs didn't mess up, then she's sure she would have still been with him.
Subscribe for your girl, I'll be cool. It's a good day in Big Mama's house. Hello, welcome to Vampire PGH. Thank you so much for clicking that one or two much music here and there with Brimo enjoying themselves. Then just between Martin and Brimo, we talk about that in a jiffy. You have baby girl darling in your picture preparing for diary room, and Tessy and Babes also having a conversation. So let's begin talking about Tessy and Babes. So Babes began like I saw you yesterday with the JJD boys. Why? And girl is nothing much. He's like, I know, but I want to know why. And girl went like, Jason called me to check on one or two things for him. Right about then, Drill was also there. And when I was talking to the two, she said that one also came. It means Jeychyrs. And boy is like, okay. They were now talking. Boy was discussing the food he want to eat. And they also talked about this week's wager. It is fashion week. And Big Mama has told them on a Monday, because they would need time to plan and prepare, using your hand, the needle kind, to wave something. Girl is like, I'm a fashion designer, but I don't use my hand in designing. The things that Bebelino and Bella and Co did last year. And right about that, her mood had dropped. So boy kept looking at her more like she was not interested in the conversation. But it was not so. So boy wanted to find out what is on your mind. She's like, nothing much. He's like, tell me, you talked more, right? She's like, oh, let me think about it. Okay, what we talked about was Drill also asking me how I am. I said I am good. He's like, you don't look like it. Are you thinking about something? You quite draining. And she's like, no, I'm good. And that was all. So boy was like, okay, is that all? She's like, what is there to know? And he's like, I believe you. And they ended the conversation there.
Can I say you're okay? Why is he asking me? I look like I've been thinking.
I don't like people that
And I said, no, I haven't been thinking.
My Joe.
Oh, you're from where?
He me ma.
Thibaut Courtois.
I don't see. He me ma Saturday. You.
Brimo nicely gets into a conversation with Droid, and it went like, oh, my baby girl, my girlfriend. Hey, Doc is a girlfriend, so you know. Hey, my girlfriend told me to be closer to you. I think she likes you people that much. I wanted to ask why. She said she won't say anything. You people are good friends of hers, and when the fight comes and she does not want you anymore, she will tell me, then I will withdraw. Right about now, I'm coming closer to you. I'm like, okay. Oh. So he went closer, and they were all playing on the Ludo. Then baby girl made sure boy was out, so he went straight to the kitchen, and girl was also removed, remaining the two lovebirds, the Jeychyrs, Jessica and Droid. Before you won't figure out what was Tessy and Martin also doing, they were confused. They had conversation about the JJDs earlier, and they were confused right now. And the kissing and the kissathon with this same position, they were kissing. So back to the story that I was carrying. Girl went straight to the kitchen. I was like, oh, my mind. He's like, go, go, go. Instead of you joining me to push the enemies away, you were the person to remove me from the game. Why are you here? She's like, they removed me, oh. He's like, you see. Next time, let's form the partnership and the alliance war. Oh, Charlie. Kwame was on a live stream minutes ago. Of course, he was also at TV3 after eviction, sharing his thoughts on the show, tipping his favorite. You have Me-Tessy people on his live stream telling him how they miss him. He talked about Tracy, saying that girl is a bit of everything you want to know. Go crazy, she's there. Go soft, go naive. And according to him, he laughs at that, saying that she's a virgin and he is going to take it easy. I'm like, hey, boy is standing on agenda. Agenda will be agenda, and it is what it is. We want mumu. Anyway.
English on point. Thank you so much. Talk about Tracy, please. I should talk about Tracy. I be pussy. My girl, Charlie, no, get that more. One, she be pure, she be intelligent, she's innocent. I mean, if they want hack from Tracy, unless she can give you, but she be disciplined woman. Yeah, I love Tracy, everything about her. She's just unique. Alright, so my final words to them before I go. Alright guys, so I have to go and see to other stuffs. Trust me, I'll come back, see you people real soon.
Seeing as in looking or knowing or
Seeing him.
It's diary room, people. Tessy went to the diary room. Big Mama want to know the most challenging aspect of her being in her house. She says, seeing Jeychyrs. Big Mama is like, what do you mean by seeing him? As in getting to know him or just seeing him? She repeated, seeing him. Then Big Mama is like, okay, do you mean regrets? She's like, yes. Then Big Mama told her a lot, saying that some people are just passerbys. Some do not need to stay. They give you lessons to move on. But at least it wasn't that bad, regardless of how bad it was. You can put pieces and pieces together and concentrate on the new one that you are with and give the person what the person also needs to feel like a man. And added that when you win the money, what will you be doing? She says, I'll be putting it into the business that I would want to do, and I am also going to get a man out of it. You have Big Mama asking her any challenges you want to talk about in the house. She said no. It went on to Martin. He complained about his knee. Big Mama told him that, boy, you need to not wrap it too tight with the bandage. Give way a loose end so that blood will be able to flow and you don't get hurt repeatedly. He was asked about his stay in Big Mama's house. He said, my stay is cool, just that I had doubts with my baby girl, even as at last Friday at the pool party. I was engaging in a conversation, wanting to find out more about whatever has been happening with her. Then he stretched and said he doesn't even remember the question he asked there. But for the betterment of response, girl went like, if things had not messed up right now, she will be with Jeychyrs now, because Jeychyrs then was also calmly sitting somewhere, not having fun. Then Saturday came and girl saw boy run his street. Boy, that is, Tessy saw Jeychyrs run her street. The videos that were played with him having a lot to say about her, and that was when now she knows that she does not want to even hear about him. So fast forward, this Sunday, boy engages in a conversation with her again, saying that how far your feelings and your boy, and she's like, don't talk about it. He's like, you said something last Friday, I want to know more. She's like, did I? Yeah, that one, I take it back. I'm so sorry. I'm going in for you full force. And right about then it gets to Jeychyrs' time. Big Mama wanna know any regrets, young man. He's like, yeah, Big Mama, I got regrets. I think the speed with which I moved from Tessy to my ex, and he kept on insisting that he did so because of the rumors he heard. And from that rumors and Tessy denying it, he kind of felt if I don't switch, it will be wahala for him, because he had heard rumors. And he added that he also had a lot going on in his head. Yeah, he said seeing the ex, like he was already in wahala, figuring things out with what Tessy meant by what she said in the diary room. Then the ex is also here. So caught up in the heat of all these things, he went for her. Big Mama want to know his sacrifice. Have you made any sacrifice since you came to my house? He went on like, yeah, I think so. The sacrifice is having to deal with my ex on this show, and having to make things work with my ex. And he said it's the greatest sacrifice, and he's not having it easy. Now you have Big Mama also asking Martin any sacrifice. He said, oh, so far with Tessy, he has not made any sacrifice for her. It is not Martin's. Big Mama also asked him, you should have the money in your mind though, and the fame that comes in play, and because of that you should play your cards well. Have more patience for Tessy and do what it takes to be with her. Big Mama also added that women love to be pet, so do well to pet her and let her feel like a woman. He said, Big Mama, I'm trying. That was it with the triangle.
everything, the money, the fame, the love, everything. Women love conquering, so
I think I'm trying.
yeah.
With the rush move I made to Hermes, like moving from Tessy to Hermes was a rush move.
Okay.
I got too much into my head, and
Martin says he misses Kwame and the Kwame's narrative when he was on the show, saying that whenever he puts on a lens, he is able to see the way Kwame thought and kind of appreciated it and his sense of humor. You have right about then a combo going on between Martin and Brimo in the kitchen space with almost everybody there. Then you have him discussing the JJDs with Brimo. Brimo went like, are you gossiping about the boys already? He's like, everybody does it, let's talk. And right about then, you have after the conversation, we talk about it later, you have Delky having a conversation with baby boy Brimo and saying, what are your observations so far about the house? He went like, Martin is very matured, especially in his way of doing things, and some are not matured. Quickly, Delky went like, you mean the JJDs, right? Boys that did not mention names. She said, oh, feel free. They are the camp. They are the first people who happened to form camp in the house. And they did so even before we got on the show. They just clicked because of maybe common factors. You have Brimo say, maybe age. And Brimo added, I did not mention name. I don't want to look down on people. I'm talking about them being kids from the perspective of how they do their things. You have Delky saying she bets to differ. When they're doing their things, it is within them. They have a common friendship, deep something, and they don't do it to other people. Boys are, I've never said they're doing it to other people. I'm telling you what I have observed. Telling you what I've observed. I've observed what they do, and I don't think when they grow up and they take a look back at this, they would appreciate it. Delky bet to differ, saying that, haven't you seen an old person doing worse things? So the back and forth of it, Delky finally said, I understood your point. You mean your observation, some are matured and some are kids. Okay. In the meantime, the HOH games has happened, and you have congratulations to Tessy and Martin for winning. This one, we're hoping to see a new perspective of how they will do things in their reign in Big Mama's house in the 5th week on the show. And they had a whipping 22 points. It was words reshuffle games, and you have Drise, that is Drill and Rose, having 21 points. You have Hermes and Jeychyrs having 19 points. You have Droid and Jessica having 16 points, and those who took the last position happen to be Brimo and Delky with 1 to 12 points. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe, like, and share. Up next will be more on Diary Room with the gist going on in Big Mama's house.
Will not underestimate anyone. That one, no, it's not even. But I mean, how they think, and how they do their things.
Someone will be of the same age, but can do certain things like.
What I'm saying, I know. Look at Martin. Martin will not behave like a child.